This game is 21, 22 years old, and I can't fucking get the streaming software to work with it. Hold on. I can't get the alt tab to work now. Anyway, I've got some educational going, learning about AI business stuff I'm working with. And this is a city builder, SimCity 4 from 2003. It's one of those geek games. There's no story, anything. It's just building a city and doing management and trying to oh, great, something happened and I have to look. Anyway, the whole point is to make money, and you have to design a well thought out city and put police stations and schools and utilities and all this shit in. I'm supposed to be paying attention to something right now. There's some notice for a crisis. The way I've got it right now, I've got a monthly income of $3,481 and a monthly expense of $1,300. So I'm actually making money. You start with $500,000, and I've got more than what I started with right now. Oh. There we go. There'll be a notice for that somewhere that I missed. Getting the phone out and shit. And how am I getting power problems? I have a giant plant, don't I? Put in some more wind power. Fucking Donald Trump and talking about killing birds. I don't know. Oil pollutes and kills birds. It's an incredibly small number that get whacked by windmills as compared to, say, house cats. Well, did it work? Disaster looming, power plants over capacity. Oh, there, it shut off. The emergency's over. I do have to put in another plant right now. Hold on. There we go. Put in a big plant. That'll take care of it. But that's a huge expense. See how the expenses shot up to $2,000, but it's also the heaviest, like a full-size power plant, so that'll change the population. The suburbs aren't growing. I need more industrial. This down here, this is industrial and agriculture. This is business, and this is residential. So it wants more industrial. But I've just expanded down towards the beach. I don't want to put industrial shit down here by the beach. I could put a road going out to the mountains up here and put industrial shit back there. One way or the other, I have a substantial profit right now. $1,500 a month. So if you can see the current balance in month's end, it goes up. I can just wait, and that will make a substantial amount. I kicked it on to super fast speed. Population's 11,000 people. So now we're flying through the months, and I'm stacking up money. You start with $500,000 to build the whole city comes from $500,000. Now I got 600,000, and of course it's not money. It's just simoleons is the term. But sometimes it's hard. I mean, really hard to get above water, where you're not spending more money than you're making. Like, really hard. So while you got a good profit, hang on there for a second, stack some money, and then build some more schools and shit. The population dipped below 11,000. That's because the buildings from 2003 is to 2017 now. We're not even caught up to real life. So when I want to expand later, what I'm going to do is I'll put a road out in the country, and I'll put these heavy polluting industries. I'll build more out there, and I'll build even more, and then I'll rezone these down here and make them residential, and that'll clean up this area, which will improve the quality of the whole area, and it will satisfy the demand for industrial. The mayor rating is positive, but barely. And see, the population keeps dropping. It was over 11,000, now we're down to 10,851. There's a ton of algorithms operating in the background, a ton of them. Some serious, intelligent people worked on this shit a long time. People that are into city development and like real life. I'm a nerd. Like, I did this shit back in the day in 2003. And I had a computer that could handle it. My father let me do this. My mother and father, I sold them on this idea. A lot of things were restricted as a child, but this hardcore clinical, my father played it with me and stuff, and he was impressed by how I could do it. And I did this back in the day, and I get all the way up to, I played Simcity 3. This is 4. And I got all the way up to where you had like nuclear fusion and stuff, and spaceports. See, the population is continuing to drop. One of the algorithms is the age of the buildings and the quality of the environment. So the environment is getting slightly less desirable over time as the pollution seeps out and the factories down here pollute. So I'll have to fix that, but I have money to do it now. I have a good bit, but the money I get coming in will keep going down because the population's dropping, but not a lot. I went from 11,000 to 1070. I lost 280 people. So, you know, if I just help, I saw some new construction right now, Papa. If I help that by putting in some parks or putting in a beach resort or something to spruce it up, people will start coming again. And you can see the demand is for high industrial. So I'm going to go through with my plan. I'll take one of these roads right here and I'll make it a heavier road, and I'll shoot it out in the country away from the beach, and I'll put heavy industrial shit out there, and a lot of it. Population dropped again. Okay, so things like this teach you about how the world works. Your Facebook QAnon chat groups don't. You're just wallowing in your own ignorance. Get out there and learn something.